Welcome to this week's behavior module, Managing Lapses. In our last behavior module, you learned how to gather the right kind of support for your weight loss and management journey. In this presentation, we will address how to handle bumps in the road to a healthy new lifestyle, if or when they occur, as well as some tips for how to prevent them. Let's get started. As a reminder, the four components to any healthy weight loss and management program are behavior, nutrition, fitness, and support. Managing lapses falls under the behavior category. Imagine the following scenario. You've eaten healthfully all week, but when the weekend hits, you lose track of what you're eating, and you feel like you fell off the wagon. This is what is known as a lapse. No one is perfect, and lapses happen. You can still be successful in your healthy lifestyle goals, even if you slip up every now and then. The key is to be aware and prepared. So what exactly is a lapse? A lapse is a temporary decline from dietary or physical activity goals. Lapses typically result from a trigger that brings back old habits. Here is an example. Sally planned to eat 1 cookie for lunch yesterday. She planned it into her calories. She ended up eating 3 cookies. High-risk situations can provoke a lapse, and in turn, you start feeling guilty because it is a sign of failure in your mind. However, we need to remind ourselves that we are all human, and that these moments are just temporary setbacks. This positive and forgiving mindset will help us get right back on track. A relapse is different from a lapse. It is a longer-term decline from dietary or physical activity goals, resulting in reverting back to your old lifestyle. Relapses are chains of activities that are not broken. Consider the following example. Ben is having a busy week. He planned to exercise 3 days this week, but things came up. The week went by, and George hasn't exercised at all. He was discouraged and went the entire month without exercising. A relapse typically lasts longer than a week, but there is still potential for recovery. At this point, it's important for you to get in contact with your health educators or your support group right away so you can get back on track. A collapse is a state of non-stop relapses. It is characterized by loss of hope, negative thinking, and complete lack of will to continue toward your goals. Take a moment to read the following example. We see that Samantha has fallen back into her old ways and has not adopted the healthy habits she had once made a goal for herself. It is difficult to rebound from a collapse, but it can be done. Doing so requires you to stay connected with your support and healthcare team for guidance. So how do we prevent relapse? First, we need to plan for them. It starts now by identifying your triggers. What causes you to overeat or to reduce your physical activity level? Record how you were feeling when you're eating or being physically inactive. Take note of where you are, what you're thinking about, and this can help you identify what your triggers are. We've gotten you started here with some strategies to keep you from lapsing. Can you think of a few more? It is crucial to practice how you might respond to triggers in order to prevent or interrupt a lapse. If your trigger is situational, and you can't avoid it, plan an appropriate coping mechanism in advance. The good news is, when we interrupt or recover from a lapse, we learn from it. It is important for us to practice difficult situations first, so we are prepared when these triggers occur. For example, if you are at a party, focus more on the social aspect by talking to friends or getting to meet new people. Come up with a few strategies to help you cope. And remember, at times it's important to politely but firmly say no to an offer of food. If someone is trying to test your willpower by offering food, simply say no. It's all about practice. This will also help the person learn that they should not force food on you, especially if you are not hungry. Make sure you know the signs you personally have which may indicate a risk for relapse. Stay calm, focus on how you are handling the situation and not what has happened. And finally, recover. Forgive yourself and move on. Utilize all your resources, including your support group, health educators, and even these online modules for motivation and encouragement. Review your handouts and talk to your health educators often. They are here to help. This presentation covered what lapses are, why they occur, and how to prevent and/or recover from them. Remember to be accountable but forgiving. Nobody's perfect. In our next behavior module in a few weeks, you will learn about the importance of goal setting and some helpful tips for setting SMART goals for success in your weight loss and management journey. Here's to your health!